Hey everyone, it's the holiday season and you know what that means, holiday music. But as pianists, are you tired of playing the same holiday songs the same way every year? Well, in today's quick tip, we're going to take the traditional holiday song, Carol of the Bells, and we're going to transform it into a beautiful, hip, and easy to play jazz arrangement. You ready to learn how it's done? Then let's begin. Again, welcome to our quick tip on Play Carol of the Bells jazz piano style, where we're going to take this traditional song that everyone knows from the holidays, Carol of the Bells, and give you a really cool jazz arrangement of it. Let's dive in. All right, so we've all played this song from a traditional lead sheet with some very basic chords and a melody that's very repetitive, right? Something like this. Right? Not a lot you can do with that, at least it doesn't seem like there is, but I'm going to show you a really cool way of adding some jazz harmony that's going to really jazz this up, as well as some really cool jazz waltz rhythms. Let's go check it out. All right, so the first thing we're going to do to change this, to make it more jazz-like, is to swing the eighth notes. So in the traditional lead sheet, the eighth notes are straight, right? 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. But we're going to make it swung, so we're going to think about the eighth notes as triplets. Ba 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 da ba 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 da, triplet triplet triplet, like that. 2 3 ba 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 da ba 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 da. Already it starts to swing by doing that. So that's number one. Then we're going to look at how can we make kind of an interesting introduction. And there's a really cool rhythm that I'm going to show you here. First of all, we have a G minor 9. Let me just play this intro for you so you can hear how it goes. 2 3 1. Here we go. Cool, right? So what we're doing is creating this chord progression that I call Hit the Road Jack chord progression. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back, right? That's that walk down. We're at G minor over F, E flat, and then to D7. Now the rhythm in the right hand, we're going 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. Now, we have a G minor 9 on the first chord, which automatically adds some different jazz harmony as opposed to just having a regular G minor triad. So we get that ninth in there, right? That A natural. And then the bass walks down. Now again, instead of just a regular E flat major triad, we have an E flat major 7 with the ninth here. So we call that an E flat major 9. And then this is one of my favorite chords here, the D7 with a flat 13, there's a 7, and there's a sharp 9. And then that repeats a second time. So that's the first thing we do, is come up with a really cool introduction. Now let's get into the song. If you're enjoying today's quick tip, please hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this. All right, so the first 4 measures of Carol of the Bells jazz arrangement goes like this. 1, 2, 3. Cool, right? So what we're doing is the left hand has this really interesting rhythm of 2 dotted quarter notes that go 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. And that really gives it that forward swinging, propelling motion. Now the right hand, instead of just playing straight eighths like that, we're going to swing the eighth notes as we mentioned, and also the bottom note that we're harmonizing goes along with the left hand with that dotted rhythm. So the bottom note, we have this. Now when we get to the E flat, we're making it a dominant chord, E flat 9. So there's the 7th, there's the 9th, and there's the melody. And then on the 5 chord, or the D7, we're adding the flat 13, that's the melody. So we have, and we're also changing the rhythm of the song. So instead of just going ba 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 da ba 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 da, we're going ba 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 da, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. So by altering the rhythm of the melody a little bit, it really adds to some variety. So we're going to go on to the next 4 measures next. Now these next 4 measures, it's easy because it's the same thing that we just did in the first 4 measures. So it would just go. So pretty nice, right? We learned the first 4 measures. These 4 measures are exactly the same. The next 4 measures of the arrangement sounds like this. So what we do here is the melody has changed from the B flat to jumping up to the D. And then underneath, again, we have the dotted quarter notes. Same rhythm here where we go 1 and 2 and 3. Now for the E flat, instead of making it a dominant chord, we have it as a major 7 with the 9th. And the reason we do that is because the melody is the major 7. That's why we're not making it dominant, it's major 7. And then there's that 9th for color. And then we go to the D7, and the cool thing about this is that melody note, that B flat, is the flat 13. So again, we have pretty cool. The next 4 bars are one of my favorite parts of the arrangement, and it goes like this. So what we do, we start with the G minor chord, and again, we're doing this rhythm, this 1 and 2 and 3. Now we get to B flat 13, so we have the root 7, 13, 3, but this is what I love here, this moving line, the 13 going to the flat 13 like this. Isn't that nice? This 13 to the flat 13, then to E flat major 13. So we have the major 7, and we have the 9, but we also have the 13th in the melody like this. And then back to G minor. Nice, right? If you'd like to get the downloadable sheet music and track from today's quick tip, please click on the link below. What I love about the next 4 measures is we have these really interesting polychords over the dominant chord. I'll show you what I mean. Whoa, what's that? So what we have is an A minor 7, and again, the left hand's playing 1 and 2 and 3, so we have... And once we get to the D7, we play these triads over the D7. This is an A flat triad, but really it's the flat 9, sharp 11, and 7, and then when we go to the B flat on top, we have the root, the sharp 9, and the flat 13, but it looks like a B flat triad. They call that chord planing or upper structures. So we have this A flat to B flat, and again we go back to... Cool. So the next 4 measures start off the same, but there's a little curveball in the 4th measure. I'll show you what I mean here. So we start off with the G minor. Whoa, what's that? So in the last measure, what we're doing is we start off the same, G minor, right? E flat 9, but then we go to a B flat add 2 over D. This is the add 2, that's the 5th of B flat, there's the root of B flat over D, like a first inversion, right? And then to a D flat 9, so here's the D flat, there's the 7, there's the 9, and there's the 13, and then in the middle, that's the sharp 11. Because the next chord coming up is a C minor, so it's acting like a tritone substitution of G7 that's taking us to C minor. One of my favorite chords in this whole arrangement is coming up in the next 4 bars here. We start off with C minor 9, it goes like this. So what's happening there? We're starting with the C minor 9, so there's the 9th right there, 9, 3, and this is the 7th. To a G minor over B flat. But this is the chord, this is the money chord right here. It's an A7 with the 13th and the flat 9. But if you're looking at the chord itself, it looks like an F sharp major or G flat major, F sharp major. And then to a D7 flat 13, there's the flat 13. And then I put in little da-da, just to bring us back to the intro. Really cool. Another great technique to keep the arrangement a little bit more cohesive is to include the introduction that we played at the very beginning as an interlude after we played the melody. So we're going to do that same thing that we just did in the intro. And then we're going to go back and repeat the melody again. And then the very last time we're going to end on a really great chord. We call it the SPI chord. It's a minor major 7 chord. So at the very end, after we DS, it says DS al fine. That just means go back to the DS, the sign, and then go to where it says fine, which is the last time. So the last 4 measures of the song will go like this. We call it the SPI chord. It's a minor major 7 chord. We have the root, the 3rd, the 5th, the major 7, and the 9th. And you can even arpeggiate it like that. Awesome. For a deeper dive into more arranging techniques like this, please visit pianowithjohnny.com. All right, now comes the fun part where we're going to get to play the whole arrangement from top to bottom, and we're going to play with the track. You're going to hear bass and drums. The quarter note equals 130, and you're going to get 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3, and then we're in at the top. And again, form-wise, we're going to play it through one time. We're going to take the DS back to letter A and play it a second time all the way through, and then take the fine at the end, which is that minor major 7 chord. All right, let's give it a try. Here we go. Letter A. Repeat back to letter A. Now. Yeah. Thanks again for watching this quick tip on how to take Carol the Bells and make it into a jazz arrangement. I hope you really enjoyed yourself. I had a great time working with you. Hope to see you on the next quick tip real soon, all right? Take care, everyone. So long.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the lesson, please let me know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out pianowithjohnny.com. We have over 1,000 step-by-step lessons for all playing levels where you'll learn your favorite songs, styles, and how to improvise at the piano. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.